Welcome to your evening yin yoga practice to melt away stress and release tension. When you're ready, grab some props. I have a bolster and 2 blocks. You can also use a couple of couch cushions with a towel wrapped around them. They're helpful but totally optional. Yin yoga works by holding gentle poses for long periods, allowing us to access our deeper connective tissues and fascia. We do this to release stored tension, improve flexibility, and invite deep relaxation into the body. When you're ready, allow everything to soften. You can gently close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and just sigh out your exhale. And then take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, allowing the palms to soften against the body. Releasing with every exhale whatever no longer serves you. Noticing the gentle expansion as you breathe in. Notice the softening and the letting go as you exhale. Just take a moment noticing the sensations within the body. When you're ready, we're going to move into our first pose, which is butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together, creating a diamond shape, and let your knees fall outwards like wings of a butterfly. If needed, support your knees with blocks or a cushion, and you're going to gently fold forward, keeping your spine soft. If it feels good for you, you can use a bolster or a pillow to rest your head, allowing all of the muscles of the body to sink down with gravity as you gently round the spine and fold forward. Softening in the hips and the groin, releasing tension. And this butterfly's pose is fantastic for calming the nervous system, as well as improving your hip flexibility. As always with yin, we don't want any pain, but if you're a little bit uncomfortable, try and use your breath to help soften into the areas that feel tight. Always using the props to make it as comfortable as possible. Relaxing into the pose as you soften the face muscles, soften the jaw, allowing the muscles of the back of the neck and the shoulders to release. Every inhale, expanding, creating space in the body. Exhale, surrendering and letting go. When you're ready, we're going to think about coming out of the pose before we actually move. So you'll gently turn the palms over if the palms are up. Just push the floor away from you to slowly rise up, taking time to lift your head, removing any props, and just manually bringing your knees together. We're going to very slowly now transition into the next pose, which is Sphinx pose. So lying on your belly, place your forearms on the mat, elbows under the shoulders. Lift your chest slightly, keeping your legs relaxed. This is a fantastic pose to relieve any lower back tension, as it gently stretches the spine, stimulates your abdominal organs, improves your posture. So just drop your shoulders away from the ears. Choose a point of focus or somewhere to gaze. And just soften, keeping your attention on the breath. All of the poses today we're going to hold for about 2 to 3 minutes, so relaxing into the pose. Nothing to do but focus on that inhale. Perhaps pause after the inhale. Exhale. Pause after the exhale. Noticing the calm in that space between the inhale and the exhale. I'm going to give you the option to deepen the pose. So if you'd like to straighten the arms, that's going to make the pose a little bit stronger, but if you're feeling fine where you are, just remain where you are. Otherwise, just turn your fingers out slightly with the arms straight. We'll do the last minute of the pose in a seal pose. It just creates a little bit of a stronger and intense stretch and a deeper compression into the lower back. So just always listening to your body and what feels good. Coming into the pose and then just resolving to be still. Softening the shoulders. Noticing the breath. Allowing the legs to be heavy, releasing tension in your glutes. To come out of the pose, just gently bend the elbows. Create a little pillow with your forearms and just rest the head down. Noticing any rebound effects of the pose, any sensations in the body. And then when you're ready, curl your toes under. Place your hands beside your chest. Push back onto all fours, coming up. And we're going to come into a half butterfly pose. So bend your left knee in, right leg straight. Place your hands on either side of the right leg. And as this is a yin pose, we gently round the spine and let the head come forward. You can always place the bolster on top of your leg if that feels good, or use a block to rest your head on. There's no effort required here in the shoulders. Just gently allowing the head to relax, softening the back of the neck, finding an easefulness in the shoulders as you round forward. calming the head, calming the mind. Continue to direct the breath into the hips. The hips are known as our emotional storage center, and gently stretching can help release stored stress and promote mental relaxation and calm. Softening into the legs, softening into the hips. We're going to think about coming out of the pose before we actually do. So when you're ready, you'll just gently use the floor to push yourself up, taking your time, coming up very slowly, always making the transition slow. Slowly coming up, place your left hand behind you, bring your right hand up, push your hips away from you and take a nice counter stretch there. Releasing down, and let's come to the other side. So straightening the left leg, bending the right knee, placing the right foot on the left thigh. Place the hands on either side of the left leg, and just gently rounding down. Allowing the back of the head to soften, no forcing. It doesn't matter how far our head comes down. It might just be a few millimeters. Always just becoming aware of your body and just moving to where it feels good for you. Softening the face muscles here. Softening the jaw. Allowing any tension in the shoulders to melt. Just taking some deep breaths all the way into the hips. Slow, smooth, deep breathing. And just noticing if you can take a pause after the inhale and a gentle pause after the exhale. And as always, thinking about coming up before slowly moving. Eventually placing your right hand behind you, stretching through the left arm and pushing your hips up, taking a gentle stretch. A counter pose, just noticing how you feel before turning around and coming onto our backs. You can come onto your backs with your knees bent. Feeling the earth supporting your weight. Just place your hand on your belly, take a breath here, noticing how you feel. Notice any sensations. And then when you're ready, straighten the right leg and just interlock your hands behind the right thigh. Stretching up, taking a hamstring stretch in that right foot. Maybe making some circles with the ankles. Lengthening your hamstring. And then take the right ankle on top of the left knee for reclined pigeon, drawing your legs into your chest. In your reclined pigeon, soften your shoulders into the earth, opening the collarbones. And then focus on the right glute. See if you can release tension in that right glute. This can also help reduce any lower back pain. Take some deep breaths here in your reclined pigeon. Just holding this pose for a couple of minutes. Softening the face muscles. Really letting go. It's a great pose if you spend time at a desk or spend time driving in the car. Helps to improve hip mobility. Continue to breathe deeply into the right glute muscle, melting and letting go of tension. From this pose, we're going to eventually come into what's called twisted roots. So as with all of the poses, we're going to take a slow transition. And what that's going to mean is we're going to bring the right knee eventually on top of the left knee. So we're going to slide the right knee over the left knee. You might need to release your hold on your left leg gently, and we're going to bring our arms out at 180 degrees. From there we're going to drop the knees down to the right and just gently gaze over to the left, coming into twisted roots. Allowing the shoulders to soften down. Releasing any tension in your spine. Taking some deep breaths into the belly, even though you're in this gentle twist. Slow, smooth breaths. Feeling very grounded and connected to the earth. Well done. And then gently bring the knees back to center, unravel the legs. And let's just straighten both legs. Just take a moment there to notice the difference on two sides of the body after stretching out the right side. And then we'll swap to the left. So bend your knees and then interlock your hands behind your left thigh this time, just stretching through the left hamstring, making some circles with the ankles. Slowly one way and then the other. Before you come into your supine pigeon, so you're going to cross that left ankle over the right knee, draw the right knee into the chest, coming into the supine pigeon pose on this side now. Take some deep breaths, breathing all the way into the left glute muscle, melting tension in the left glute, softening and letting go. At the same time, release your shoulders downwards towards the earth, letting the head relax and the face muscles soften. Taking a couple more deep, slow breaths here. When you're ready, we're going to think about moving into twisted roots on the other side. So sliding that left knee on top of the right knee. Bring your arms out 180 degrees and drop the knees over to the right. You can turn your head to the left if that feels comfortable. And it's just letting yourself sink down, feel the floor beneath you spreading out, supporting your weight. Even though you're in the twist, taking some deep breaths into the belly. Slow, smooth, long breaths. Well done. And then gently unravel, bringing the knees back to center, straightening your legs and coming into Savasana. Turning your palms up, just lie completely still. Let your body feel heavy. Release all effort and just allow yourself to breathe naturally. Noticing how you feel after this complete nervous system reset. Integrating all of the pose's healing effects into your body. And then when you're ready, move your fingers and your toes. Make your way onto the right side and slowly take your time to come up to sitting. Take a moment to notice how you feel. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale and float your arms above your head, gathering strength and energy for the rest of your day. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to hydrate, be gentle with yourself, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.